Who am I? My name's John Alston, and I'm the Managing Director of Collectif. We have 4 stores in London and 1 in Brighton, and we have 350 wholesale accounts, 100 of which are in the UK, and the rest are all around the world. So, who is our customer? Our customer is, sorry, just one moment. So what do we sell? We sell vintage style for modern life. We're a 1940s and 50s reproduction vintage clothing company. We sell affordable fashion, sizes 6 to size 22, cut to the hourglass figure. We are trend influenced but not trend led. Where do we sell? So 10% of our turnover comes from trade shows like this one. 45% of our turnover actually comes online, wholesale, from stock. We hold 30,000 items of stock, 30,000 items of clothing in stock at any one time. 20,000 items of those are dresses, and the rest is a mixture of jackets, coats, and accessories. 25% of our turnover comes from our 5 retail stores, which are in Spitalfields Market, Camden Stables Market, Covent Garden, Stoke Newington, and Brighton. And we have plans within the next 6 to 12 months to open our first store in America, which will be on the West Coast in LA. 20% of our business is online retail. And online retail is the fastest growing area of our business, and we're 75% up on the previous year. So geographically, where do we sell? Under 40% of our turnover is generated within the UK. The other 60+% comes from the rest of the world. So in our top sort of countries that we sell to, number 2 is Germany, then it's the Netherlands, then it's America, mainly due to a large retailer that we have based out there that stock our products, followed by France, Australia, Finland, Sweden, Switzerland, Belgium, Austria, and many, many more. And the main reason, the main sort of thought behind why we've managed to reach out to so many countries, especially on the other side of the world, in my belief, is that we're holding stock on our website for wholesalers to buy. Now, okay, that does put a lot of risk back on us. But because we have our stores, we need that stock for our stores. We need to have a decent stock holding. But you can go onto our website. You can log on, and once you're registered and approved as a stockist from us, and you can place your order. We have a small minimum order of only £250 plus VAT. And if you're in the UK, you'll receive your delivery the next day by DPD. And you know, and that only costs you £10 in delivery. If you order at the show, then we don't charge for delivery at all. But it's so important, I believe, to be able to have a short order offering, because coming off the back of a recession especially, it's difficult for retailers to commit so much of that money 6 months in advance, and then to have no control over when items are delivered. So, you know, you don't necessarily want coats arriving during the only heat wave that London has. You want what you want when you want it. So you can go onto our website, see what we've got in stock, order it, and it will be there next day in the UK, up to 3 days for Europe, and up to 5 days if it's America or Australia or the rest of the world. So there's a lot of flexibility, and that's what we try to offer. We try to give our customers what they want. So, for instance, as well, we don't sell in packs. You don't have to order a size 8 up to a size 16 from us. You can hand-pick exactly what you want. You can hand-pick the ratios, because different shops and different online shops, they have different customers. Some might specialize more in plus size, and they might want to order from a size 12 to a size 22. Others may not have that customer, and they only want to order from a size 6 to a size 14. Well, on our website, you just log in and order what you want. It's also great mid-season, because we're actually taking wholesale orders 52 weeks of the year. We don't have, you know, just a trade show bit now and sell to those customers then. They can order from us anytime, and that improves cash flow. It helps, so there's always money going through the business, and that's very important. So stores really help to build our brand. great example of that is Brighton. We opened our store in Brighton the autumn of last year. Before then, using Google Analytics to see where we're selling online, out of all of the cities in the world, Brighton wasn't in the top 15. Now, Brighton is the #2 city that we sell to anywhere in the world, and that can only be because we opened the store there. So that store may take £6,000 to £7,000 a week, but the online is a smaller amount we're taking online for that one city, but it is #2 city in the world. And it just shows a bricks and mortar physical presence helps to drive online sales as well. And that's important. You know, you hear about the phrases like 360-degree retail. You know, people want to buy things the way they want to buy them. They want that flexibility. They want to be able to buy on their mobile phone. They want to buy in the shop. They want to be able to buy any way that they possibly can. And because we're in business and we want to make money as well as making people really happy in our clothes, we want to make it as easy as possible for people to buy our products. So I believe that building a brand, it's very important to do it in a physical way. And that's why we're going to open a store in the West Coast of America, because that's the only way for us, we believe, to really build the market in the US. And it has a lot of potential of growth for our particular company being in reproduction vintage. So, events and promotional parties. Share them with everyone and get your return. So traditionally in retail, I used to work for a multi-brand retailer called Jules B, who stocked some of the world's most famous brands like Mulberry and Hugo Boss and Nicole Fari and things like that. And we do promotional parties, but as you probably know, if you have a store, you do a promotional party, you roll out some Prosecco or even maybe some champagne and a few nibbles. And it's very difficult to get a return on that actual event. You know, you spend a lot of money, you put a lot of effort into the marketing, but do you actually get the sales on the day? You might not, but with social media, now what you can do is you pay £50 or maybe a little bit more and you get a photographer there. And they take a picture of the event, many pictures, everyone having fun in your clothes, in your store. And, you know, someone who's sitting in Australia or sitting in America, they see those pictures on your Facebook page and they think, wow, that looks like fun. I'd like to buy from that shop. I can see the customers, I can relate to them. They look really cool. They look really cool in these clothes. I really want to buy from that shop. So suddenly, an expensive event that you maybe didn't get the uplift in sales on that particular day or the weekend that you were hoping for, that spend is now a lot more justified because you can use social media. To give you an example, we have grown our Facebook page from 12,500 likes to 42,500 likes in 18 months. We haven't had an agency to do that. We haven't spent loads of money doing that. We have grown that through regularly updating with several posts a day, replying to every single comment within an hour, within GMT working hours, and from putting real content on there. If you were to post a picture, which a lot of people do, and we do sometimes too, of a perfect model shot, the perfect model, perfect lighting, wearing your dress on a white background, and you post that every day and say, look at our new dress, buy it. Is that going to inspire a customer to buy from you, whether they're in the UK or anywhere else? I'd argue not. If you post pictures of your customers, you post pictures of your parties, the things that you're doing, that's going to help build a brand. And it doesn't matter whether you are a brand yourself or whether you're a multi-brand retailer selling brands, you still are a brand. And you need to be a brand, because if you're selling the same brands that everyone else has, and the big department stores have, how are you going to compete with them? You're going to compete with them by getting your personality across, showing people what you're about, showing them your passion, showing them how excited you are about it, showing your customers having fun. Because, you know, let's face it, we don't buy clothes most of the time to be boring and just to sort of look cool. Fashion's meant to be fun. It's meant to be exciting. You do fun things whilst wearing those clothes and make amazing memories. Capture them, put them on your Facebook page, encourage your customers to send pictures of them wearing your clothes, having fun, and post them. You know, we've got some fantastic photos, which unfortunately I can't show you on the screen because of a technical issue, which really demonstrate that, of real people in the clothes. We go from a size 6 to a size size 22. So if a size 22 sends us pictures of her looking fantastic in a dress, we post it on the page. Same with a size 6, same with every size in between. It's about, you know, showing people personality, showing people something that's exciting, inspiring. And if you don't, why is anyone going to follow your Facebook page? There's millions of Facebook pages out there to follow. There's millions of Instagram pictures to look at. You have to read so many things. You know, with technology can be amazing, but it can be pretty suffocating as well. You're reading, you're taking all this information every day, and you don't want to take in anything that's boring. You want to take in the things that are fun. And hopefully this isn't boring. Anyway, one thing about building a brand, whether it be in the UK or internationally, I believe, let's talk about off-price retail, because I don't believe that's brand building at all. There's a statement made, and this source is taken from the secretsales.com website, of never pay full price again, daily designer sales. Well, what does that statement mean for the fashion industry? And what does that mean for our sales of clothes in the UK, Australia, America, Finland, Sweden, whatever? If people aren't ever going to pay full price again, and they're always going to be buying at discount, then how are we going to make money and how are we going to make fantastic clothes? We're not going to. So wouldn't it be better if we price fairly in the first place, build our brands stronger, get people more excited about what we're doing, and sell it for the full price, and not to support companies that are making a business out of your business by flogging your clothes cheap, because that isn't building a brand. You know, I think we've all bought discount designer clothes. I've bought a couple of jackets from TK Maxx. But I'm not going to send thousands of our items off to a discount sales website to help destroy our brand and destroy the fashion industry. You know, it really is something I'm passionate about, and it's so important about building a brand wherever it might be in the world. You know, it can be compared to other things as well. Have you had a buying accident in the last 6 months? We can help. No win, no fee. That's exactly what it's like, you know. Everyone does make mistakes, and you sometimes overorder. I understand that. But if you are selling off stock on these websites every single season, and you made it part of your strategy, and there's lots of people that have been speaking saying, make discount part of your strategy. Well, I completely disagree. And you may think, who am I to say that? My company is a lot smaller than some of the companies that are saying that you do need to discount. But to me, it doesn't make sense. You know, if something's a fair price and you love it, you're going to buy it. And yeah, so if you're using discount as part of your strategy every single season, I believe you're doing something wrong, and you should look at your buying. Look at how you can make more margin, more profit. Let's make some more money. The other thing I believe need to be careful of affecting and damaging brands is being careful of who you sell to, no matter how big they are. If someone's having a sale every weekend, and a lot of the big department stores and pure play websites are doing it, you know, sale at Must End Sunday, every Sunday? Is this a DFS sofa culture? Is that what we want to be doing, selling sofas at discount prices every single weekend? Well, that could happen to the fashion industry if we don't, you know, change and start selling at, you know, pricing well, looking at the product, seeing what it's worth, and pricing it well, and people will buy it, because people buy our product at full price. To give you an example and proof of that, our retail element of our brand, in order to support the retailers that we sell to, we do have a sale. But our summer sale started on the 31st of July and ended on Sunday. And I don't know, from what I've spoken to, hopefully there are some. I haven't spoken to another retailer or another brand that, you know, that waited that long. Well, that's what we do every season, and we don't never go on sale before Christmas either. But when we did, we received, there's a 50% off sale from Thursday to Sunday. In the first 12 hours, we received 1,400 orders with a total value of over £120,000. Okay? As a company, we are not huge at all. You know, 3.5 years ago, we had £1 million turnover. The end of April this year, it was 3.6 million. We're on target now with 50% growth in the last 5 months. to do between £4.5 and £5 million by next April. We've grown 35 to 50% year on year consistently for the last 3 years. That's not through discounting. That's not through selling off to discount websites. And it's from building our brand. And I believe that's largely through social media and also largely through our international presence for exporting to countries around the world and making it easy for them, making it easy to buy from our website. You know, unfortunately, we can't nip over to Australia and visit all of our retailers over there as much, as much as we'd like to. We do go occasionally to see some of them. But with our website that we're selling wholesale from stock, our Australian customers can buy from us when we're asleep. And it's nice to know that you're making money when you're asleep. Anyway, so email marketing as well is very important. Again, the technology helps you to have that global reach. And emails help you to get around the world once you build up that list through your website, through marketing promotions and things like that. And again, with the email marketing, you've got to really make an effort to make it interesting and make it fun. If you just send a perfect campaign image saying, this is beautiful, buy it, it's not going to necessarily inspire someone to buy directly from you. Because if they're really into fashion, they've got 10 of those coming through every day. So you've got to be more imaginative than that, in my opinion, and do it slightly more indirectly. Things that work great on email marketing for us and for social media are competitions. You know, get more and more people liking your page, more and more people seeing it, and more people interested in it. And then indirectly, they're going to want to buy from you anyway. So we would run a competition, and we'll say, win £250 worth of vouchers if you like this post and share it with your friends. And you can only enter the competition if you've shared that post. That can be a great way of expanding your reach and helping your customers to market to all of their friends around the world and then all of their friends around the world, and it can go on and on and on and on. And that's another reason why we've grown from 12,000 to 42,500 in 18 months, because of that effect, the knock-on effect. If it's something good, something fun, people want to get involved in it. Blogging as well. We work with bloggers all over the world. It's part of that is through sending dresses out to people, which we do on a weekly basis. And part of that is our customers wanting to blog about us. Again, I've got some fantastic images on my iPad, which I'd love to be able to show you if it connected, but I can't. But I can give you the presentation afterwards. And we work with bloggers all over Europe. In the Netherlands, we've got one Serbian, we've got Australian bloggers, and they are helping to promote our business for us. And the great thing is it better us shouting to everyone, we're fantastic, buy our clothes, or is it better someone else saying it? Because you're always going to trust someone who doesn't work for the brand that it's good. Rather, I can tell you, run over to stand D44 over this and spend your entire budget on our clothing, because I genuinely do believe it's the best brand in the entire show. And I do believe that. And I do think you should do that. However, you're not going to believe me. But if lots of other people say, you should go and see the Collectif stand in the Spirit Hall, it's really good, we've just placed a big order, you're a lot more likely to buy. So working with bloggers, having your own blog as well is important, and keeping up to date and regular. But working with other bloggers and getting them to write about you is such a great way to build the brand, because word of mouth is the best way, before social media, before the internet. That's the strongest way you could possibly build your brand, is a friend telling you about a brand, a friend telling you you should buy that, or someone wearing a dress and you saying, wow, I love that dress, where'd you get it from? Well, that's what social media is about. People say to me, you can't make money on Facebook. We do. And it's through understanding how Facebook can work for you, and Instagram. An interesting fact as well is between Facebook and Instagram, when we post something on our Facebook page, we'll get anywhere between 200 and 700 likes in the first couple of hours. On Instagram, we'll receive double. There's a real shift at the moment, because with Facebook, there's still a lot of text and things on there, whereas Instagram is more about pictures. And the amount of information people have, a picture can speak really, really strongly to you. It sticks in your head a lot more. And also, I think it's something to do with the fact that everyone's now friends with their mum on Facebook, and they don't necessarily, want her seeing everything you're doing, so they're moving to Instagram instead to show pictures of their friends and everything else. So there's a real shift there, and it really is consistently, again, I've got some slides that prove it, it's double the amount of likes you will get on Instagram to Facebook if you build that page up. And we've got, I think, 12,500 to 13,000 followers on Instagram compared to 42,500 on Facebook. But we're getting double the amounts of likes, double the amount of comments from Instagram. So really look at that as well, in my opinion. Okay, what else have we got? But it's all about social media in general. And I know this is about building a brand internationally. Well, the internet is all about that, and social media is all about that, because you get followers from all around the world. So it's so important to build up your social media to get that coverage, and Twitter and Pinterest. Now, so a lot of people think that, all of this social media all sounds like a lot of work. How am I possibly going to keep my Facebook account, my Instagram account, my Twitter account, my Pinterest account, and all of these up to date all of the time? Well, everyone's got a smartphone in their pocket or in their handbag. And the things that have the greatest effect are things that are happening right now. So when you do your store event, or even when you receive a new delivery, you just had a new delivery of dresses from Collectif, and they look fantastic. So you open the box and you take a picture of it and you post it on your page and you say, we just had a delivery from from Collectif. Come to our store and get them today. That would take you 30 seconds just to whip out your phone, take a picture, put that post, send. And if you do all these things regularly, that's just one example. It will help to build it up. When a customer is, comes out of the changing room, they look unbelievable. Why not ask them if you can take a quick picture and post it on Facebook? We've got however many thousand people that will see it. And you say, oh, am I going to be famous? Yes, you are. And it's going to help me too. So everyone's a winner. Use it, and it's easy, and it's quick. It really, really is. And the quality of the camera you get on your phone now is easily good enough for this. I think one thing that people are scared about, especially if you're selling a higher-end brand, is not appearing professional enough. Well, you can still be professional and have fun. Someone that spends £1,000 on a dress doesn't sit at home not showing anyone it and being really boring. Someone that spends £1,000 on a dress every week goes out and has a really good time. I know, I know if I was spending £1,000 on clothes every week, I'd be in a lifestyle where I was absolutely fantastic, but I'd probably be in a worse situation than I am now with my broken leg from my holiday. But, what I'm saying is, it doesn't matter, in my opinion, what brand you are. Everyone has a personality. Everyone in your shops does, and your brand does. So get it across, get it out to the whole world, show it to them, and they will follow you. And I believe that's going to be the point of difference if you're a multi-brand retailer or a brand to someone buying from you rather than someone else. So I believe that building a brand online is about having good infrastructure. We're a vintage clothing company, but our approach to selling is anything but old-fashioned. We use technology, and that's why the online wholesale platform, that accounts for 50% of our turnover and is really important. I believe everyone should look into that. I know a few companies that have a great offer for it, and it's affordable as well. But also, it's about building a brand online or in-store. Is about immersive theatre. It's about getting everyone involved, making people feel part of it. That's what happens when they walk into your shop. It's a hello, it's a welcome, it's a have a glass of Prosecco, come in, have a party, have fun. And you can do that online with social media. So what does the future hold? I'm almost finished, by the way. What does the future hold? And it's, there's new technology coming out all of the time. You look at, say, Amazon, for example. They released a new section of their website about a month and a half ago called the Dress Edit, which is definitely worth a look, the Amazon Dress Edit. And it's a dresses store. They have a lot of brands from Pure on there as well, which they bought as a buyer. And you click on a picture of the model. It's all model images. And when you click on it, it takes you to the next page. The model's standing there, and then she smiles, and she takes a spin. And, video, ASOS have been doing it for ages with the catwalk. But this, the way they've done it, and you'll see what I mean when you see it, because when you first go onto the homepage, a girl walks across the screen, takes a twirl, and then walks off the screen again, smiling. You know, you click onto a girl, and she takes a spin, takes a smile, and then it stops. So you're really seeing the dresses move. And what I think the future will hold for retail, online, in-store, whatever, is utilizing technology, utilizing new things to create that immersive experience so you feel part of it. And it's you know, really moving in that direction.